All right. Hello again, everyone. So I figure this morning um we are going to be reviewing Russ is going to be reviewing Bridget again today because Bridget dropped another hit yesterday responding to a Facebook comment. Was Charlie Kirk racist? Mm, let's see.
So we know that Charlie Kirk was founder of Turning Point USA and one of those prominent conservative voices
Yes, before he was killed.
in America. And he has been accused of promoting racist ideas for years. Some people say that's just politics. Others say his own words tell a different story. So before his death, I knew.
Now, let me just say here, my thing with Charlie Kirk is, um, while I disagree with him being killed, right? I mean, there were a lot of things that he was about that a lot of people do disagree with, right? I'm just going to say that. So, I mean, I did do some research on him, but not a lot of research on him. And yeah, you know, you're still unfortunately going to have a lot of wackos out there that are going to think that it's okay to, obviously, like, everybody already knows that the guy that killed him did it for, you know, his 15 minutes. Trying to remember what the heck his name was. Yeah. No, now that I think of it, yeah. Um, Tyler Robinson. Now, it's become the norm for, anybody who, wants to pick up a gun and go whack a politician just for attention, right? It's very common nowadays. Um, and I believe the shooter's father, right, I think convinced him to turn himself in, is what happened.
Who Charlie Kirk was, but I didn't follow him closely. So when I heard he had been killed,
Neither did I. Neither did I, Bridget. Neither did I, because you see, I don't care about politics at all. As everybody knows, I only voted one time. Not doing that again. I'm staying out of that, out of that department. You know why? Because it's not my business. I'm going to leave people, who actually, the majority of political things up to people who actually care enough about it to speak out about it properly.
I wanted to understand what people saw in him and what he actually said.
I'm not going to start getting all preachy about politics because it's not something that I care too deeply about personally.
So I went to his Twitter page to read his post. What I found out is that I already had him muted.
Hang on, who are you talking about? Let me go back.
That's just politics. Others say his own words tell a different story. So before his death, I knew who Charlie Kirk was, but I didn't follow him closely. So when I heard he had been killed, I wanted to understand what people saw in him and what he actually said. So I went to his Twitter page to read his post. What I found out is that I already had him muted. I don't even remember doing it. And
Who? Say who you're talking about. Wait a minute. I respond to a Facebook channel. Bridget, you need to say who you're talking about.
he actually said.
Let me
So we know
go
that
back.
Charlie Kirk was founder of Turning Point USA and one of those prominent conservative voices in America. And he has been accused.
Yeah, she don't mention who the
of
comment
promoting
was from.
racist ideas for
Let's
years.
see.
Some people say that's just politics. Others say his own words tell a different story. So before his death, I knew who Charlie Kirk was, but I didn't follow him closely. So when I heard he had been killed, I wanted to understand what people saw in him and what he actually said. So I went to his Twitter page to read his post. What I found out is that I already had him muted. I don't even remember doing it. And honestly, I usually only mute people who are blatantly racist or show up in my feed pushing hate. So I can only assume.
Yeah, but you'll take it a step further if you think that oh, it's not even just that. I blocked him because I thought he was weird. I blocked him a long time ago.
That's what happened to him.
Whenever somebody see the thing with Bridget here, okay, is with Bridget, you have to really push Bridget's buttons for her to really burn you. And that's exactly what happened with me back in 2023. For those of you that don't remember, right, she talked about it. She has made it a point on more than one occasion that I, and this is why she decided to block me, have made her very uncomfortable, right? And it's not that I care, because personally, me and Bridget did not talk, okay? And I'm stating this as a fact. Me and Bridget only talked once or twice. That's it. We weren't friendly on a first name basis at all. The only time that Bridget, okay, made an attempt to reach out to me, okay, to message me, was when all of the streams were being done about me. She only ever, okay, before she blocked me, reached out to me to inform me about my docs being put out there. Okay? That's it. That's the only time Bridget made an attempt to talk to me.
So someone named also challenged me to prove how Charlie Kirk was racist.
Named who?
So wait. I'm going to eat. So I can only assume that's what happened to him. So someone named also challenged me to prove how Charlie.
If you're just going to censor it, why even bother saying who the person is?
Kirk was racist. So I'm going to do it using his own content. So that's what this video.
Okay, his own content. Who is the person you're talking about?
Is. It's not opinions. It's not a spin. It's just his words and what they really mean. Let's start with one of his most blatant.
Okay, but are you going to say who this person is?
Remarks.
Now, were they trying to hijack her? Were these blacks trying to go rob her? Happening all the time in urban America. Prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people. That's a fact. Happening more and more.
Okay.
Welcome to Mistletoe. Thanks so much. Have a great holiday.
Prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Happening more and more.
So this isn't commentary. That's dehumanization. He's describing an entire race as violent and predatory. The blacks.
I mean, I can agree there. And honestly, I feel like that's one of the reasons why he was popped, why he was whacked. Because, when you, whatever political views that you may have aside here, when you go on you go out on a limb and you start, bashing an entire race of people like that, people are not going to be okay with that. So I'm not sure if that is, that was one of the motives that this, this Tyler Robinson guy had. I have no clue. But I personally feel like, with a lot of shooters, a lot of mass shooters, he just did it to do it because he knew that it was going to get him notoriety. And look where he is now. Most certainly going to have to spend the rest of his life in prison.
And this is all done without evidence. It's fear-mongering. It is not fact.
It's all the time and all the fucking time with mass shooters. Okay, people like if somebody wants to commit murder, they're gonna do it because they know that it's going to get them all sorts of attention, be it positive or negative.
I think this United story and the DEI story hits so hard because we've all been in the back of a plane when the turbulence hits or when you're flying through a storm and you're like, I'm so glad I saw the guy with the right stuff and the square jaw.
DEI in the cockpit, thought crime.
Get into the cockpit before we took off, and I feel better now. No, I mean, like, you want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Well, you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have done that before. That's not an immediate. No, you wouldn't have done that before. That's not who I am. That's not what I believe. It is the reality the left has created.
That is who he is. That is how he thinks. So this statement is not about aviation. It's a.
Don't you mean that is who he was? That is how he thought. The guy is dead. Okay, I understand, Bridget, that you just did this to respond to a Facebook comment, but at the same time, I mean, you're talking about somebody that's deceased. You know, dead people cannot speak for themselves. Once somebody dies, that's it. They're gone permanently, as everybody knows. It's not like he's here to defend himself, but whatever.
About racial assumptions. He's suggesting that a black pilot is suspicious by default, that competence depends on skin color. This is textbook racism. Let's go to the next clip.
Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racists. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
Okay.
You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Play cut 52.
But I rise today as a clear recipient of affirmative action, and particularly in higher education. I may have been admitted on affirmative action, both in terms of being a woman and a woman of color, but I can declare that I did not graduate on affirmative action. This is my personal story.
Okay.
I hear because of action affirmative. She can't even say that. We know. It's very obvious to us that you were not smart enough to be able to get in on your own. I couldn't make it on my own, so I needed to take opportunities from someone more deserving. You know, this is how arrogant Joy Reid and Ketanji Brown Jackson and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee are. They're so narcissistic, they think this is persuasive. They think we're like, oh, of course. That's why we need affirmative action. Because you have impressed us with your brilliance.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, no, this is so boring.
Without Joy Reid. Imagine the world without Sheila Jackson Lee or Michelle Obama or Ketanji.
You know, I don't want to listen to the rest of that. I don't. I just don't. Like I'm sorry, you guys, but like his voice is starting to get on my nerves. So that's Bridget. That is 21 minutes. I'm not sitting through all that. That's Bridget's some of Bridget's take on Charlie Kirk. Now Tasha, right? Guilford County, our dearest friend Tasha, did a stream earlier. Carrie and AJ meet Hormaxer and Greg Lurick. How did it? Let's see. Let's listen to some of this. Let's see.
I'm going at Hormaxer. Like he came in like very focused.
I'll listen to some of Tasha and then I'm gonna go.
So I'm going after Hormaxer.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's a good one. I know. That's funny. I don't know.
Sorry. Now you guys know my sense of humor.
I like this. That's cool. That's cool.
I'm
I'm
on
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld always.
All right.
Were you like, okay,
So we went to the garage. We all.
Yeah, okay. All right, never mind. So, yeah. I mean, what happened to what happened to Charlie Kirk was a real tragedy. But the only thing that I have to say is going forward, I mean, why even waste time responding to the majority of these stupid comments? Like, it's not like the people that leave the comments are going to care about what the person that wants to respond to the comment has to say. I mean, you're wasting your. It's. I mean, all I'm going to tell you with this one, Bridget, is you kind of wasted your time responding to this person. I'm just saying. Don't even bother giving that type of stuff attention going forward. So that's it. I hope you guys have another great day. I'll see you.